Hi everyone, I am Dr. Sarita Prem, Director of Amadou Surabhi Ayurveda Siddha Hospital. And today I am here with a new topic which is very useful to you all. So the topic is cholesterol. So many are having a wrong concept that cholesterol is something that is unwanted in our body. So you must have a clear knowledge what is cholesterol and how it is helpful for our body, what are its normal limits, and how it is going to affect us in an adverse level when it is getting high within our body. And also the diseases which are very prone to be affected due to high cholesterol, what are the symptoms which we see in patients with hypercholesteremia, and also the Ayurvedic concept and treatment modalities which we follow. So these are the contents of today's video. What is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a wax-like fatty substance that is present all over our body in each and every cell. It is present all over the body because it is very essential for many functions within our body. The thing which we have to keep in mind is 80% of cholesterol which is needed for our bodily functions are already produced by our liver. Liver is playing a major role in production of cholesterol, 80% of cholesterol. Rest 20% is only needed through our food. So from food we know through the non-vegetarian diets we get more cholesterols within our body. So those are the sources like fish, meat and everything, egg and all are some of the sources of cholesterol in our body, which we can take, intake. So these are the small concept of cholesterol. And now we have to understand how these things are going to happen. What are the causes of excess cholesterol within our body? Before that, I want to tell you what are the functions of cholesterol within our body. So now you may think that what are its function, what is fat is going to do in our body. Cholesterol plays a very important role in cell membrane synthesis. So it is mainly present in all our cells. It aids the absorption of vitamins like A, D, E, K and C. It plays a very important role. See, from sunlight what we get, it is converted as vitamin D in our body because of the help of cholesterol. It is very important for the protection of visceral organs, because visceral organs will be having a small coating of this fat in order to prevent sudden injuries and all. And also it plays a very important role in the production and also the proper functioning of our sex hormones like androgens and estrogens, and also in the cortisol, in the mainly the renal functions and the production of corticosteroid hormones and everything. It plays a very important role. It protects the cardiac vessels, that main arteries will be protected from getting more to the severe diseases like arterial block and all. It prevents the arteries. It helps the arteries to make a easy flow of blood. And everything is because of this cholesterol which is in a normal limit. It is very essential for our joints and all, for the proper mobility and all. So these are few functions of cholesterol. And now which thing you have to know is when this cholesterol is getting high and what are the causes of hypercholesteremia. Causes of excess cholesterol are mainly our improper diet and habits. See, already I told you only 20% of fat is needed for our body from the food. 80% already liver is doing its work. So this 20% only we have to give. But what we do is excess intake of fatty food. So it leads to increase in blood cholesterol levels. So improper diet like excess use of fatty food items, deep fried oil items, red meat, use of more red meats, and also improper food timing like that many used to avoid breakfast. So one of the causes is that one. And also the other thing is that we already know cholesterols are very essentially for our energy. So the thing that it must be available in proper time whenever it is needed in our body. So diet is one of the main reasons, improper diet. And the next one is excess use of alcohol, which is more toxic. We already know it is very toxic to the liver. So that is one of the another reason for excess cholesterol, and also day sleep and just improper day activities. Many used to sleep more time in the day, and they used to sleep late at night. So such type of activities are also mainly responsible for excess cholesterol. And also intake of certain medicines like painkillers, steroids and birth control pills and all may lead to excess cholesterol within the bloodstream. And also certain liver diseases, cardiac certain diseases like diabetes all can lead to more cholesterol levels within our stream. The another reason is mainly hormonal changes. Especially we know thyroid gland is mainly responsible for the fat metabolism within our body. So when there is any impairment in thyroid gland also can lead to excess cholesterol deposits in our bloodstream. And now we have to know what are the symptoms which we see in patients who are having excess cholesterol. The main symptoms which we usually doesn't produce any more symptoms, but in some patients we can see more some symptoms when they are having excess cholesterol within their bloodstream. Symptoms are like numbness in both upper limb, general debility, tiredness, headache, and also halitosis. Halitosis means bad odor in the mouth. It is mainly due to the impaired function of liver. When the liver is getting impaired due to excess cholesterol, definitely the production of saliva will be less, and it leads to bad odor in the mouth. And also some used to present that I am getting just somewhat an exertional dyspnea when I am walking like that. So these are the common symptoms which we see in patients. And now we have to see what are the types of cholesterol. See, cholesterol is of different types which is needed for our body in a normal limit. So first one is LDL. So we know fats are insoluble in water. So in order to circulate all over our body, this fat will combine with the proteins in our blood, and just they will form like lipoproteins and circulate all over the body. So the first type of cholesterol which I want to say is LDL, that is low density lipoproteins. Low density lipoproteins, you know what it do? It just carries this cholesterol from the liver to all the parts of our body, all the cells. But it is having a property that it creates a clot in the arteries when it is excess within the stream. So it must be in a limit of 100 or 120 in a normal person. So it should not go above 120 in anyone when we check the cholesterol values. And the next one is high density lipoproteins. High density lipoproteins are very essential for our body because it protects the arteries from clot. So when the our arteries are getting proper flow due to all these factors. So this high density lipids will prevent the blood clot within our arteries. So it is very essential that we must increase our HDL level through our diet and activities, very important. For that what we have to say that the normal limit of HDL is 40 to 100. It should be above 40 within 100, that is a normal limit of HDL. And the next one is VLDL. These are very low density lipoproteins which carry triglycerides all over our body. So it must be within 30 mg. And the next one is triglycerides. These are already fats that is present in our body. As I told you, when the cholesterol is entering into a small intestine, it combines with certain enzymes there and it divides into this fatty acids, triglycerides and cholesterol. That division is, this all mechanism is happening within our body. So these triglycerides are already present in our body. The thing is that it increases when we take excess sweet, excess fatty food items, all it increases from the normal limit. Its normal limit is up to 150. It should not go above 150 within the bloodstream. These are the types. And now we have to check what are the diseases which is very prone due to high cholesterol. Mainly it is cardiac arrest, that is heart attack we say. When there is excess cholesterol plaques are getting accumulated within the arteries, it definitely constrict the vessel, and also thus the blood flow will become less, and also there are chances in severe condition there won't be any blood circulation within the artery. So it may lead to the weakness of muscles, and later it leads to the heart attack. The other one is stroke. Stroke is also usually happening because of the constriction of the blood vessels. When there is lack of blood flow, it can lead to stroke. And certain sexual diseases like erectile dysfunction, lack of interest in sex, all can be there are reasons due to the hypercholesterol. We know, I already told you, it is very important in the absorption of our vitamins. So vitamin E, K, all are needed in our body for it performing its functions. So when the vitamin E is not in a proper level, it leads to many sexual diseases. And the other thing is that renal disease also very common, and also can lead to many liver disorders like fatty liver and all. So these are some of the diseases very prone due to excess cholesterol. And now we have to see what are the investigations which we have to follow, how to check the cholesterol levels in our body. You have to be in fasting for around 9 to 10 hours before you check the cholesterol. So ideal time to check the cholesterol is morning in fasting. So fasting lipid profile you have to check, so that you will be knowing what are all the values like LDL, HDL, VLDL, triglyceride, how much is present in our body completely in our stream, whether it is in normal or abnormal, we can get a clear picture. And now I am going to tell you about the Ayurvedic concept of high cholesterol, how Ayurveda is pointing this condition. So already I told you many times, for the proper functioning of our body, we need balanced doshic prominence in our body. So when the three doshas are in a balanced stage, definitely it promotes us health. So here what happened means, the kapha dosha will get increased, and it leads to the vitiation or improper functioning of the fatty tissue, that is medho dhatu in our body. So it leads to this type of conditions like dyslipidemia. So this is the concept. So main causes, but in Ayurveda also we said the improper diet, habits and all things, whatever I told you before. These are same concept which we say in Ayurveda also. The treatments which we give is Udvartana. We used to advise patients, that is powder massage, which is very helpful in reducing the fatty accumulation within the body. And also there are many drugs which are doing their miraculous job in reducing the fat accumulation in the body, like amlaki, we all know, gooseberries, gugul, that is Commiphora mucul, and also Arjun tree, we all know, which is very importantly playing a role in increasing the blood circulation within our body and also protect the heart. And also that is Indian kinno tree, that is Varuna drug. This all play very important role. And also it is important to know that garlic is very familiar for us, which is useful in this type of condition. So if we are taking 1 glass of buttermilk, which is crushed with garlic and curry leaf, it is very beneficial in reducing the blood cholesterol level. And another one tip is which you can follow is, you can take the bark of Arjun tree and also Varuna, that is Indian kinno tree. So you can put this bark and boil water, and you can drink to reduce the cholesterol levels within your bloodstream. These are few tips, and there are lot of medicinal preparations which we use to advise the patient according to their condition, like Varanadi Kashayam, Tripala Churnam, Dashamula Haritaki, Medohara Gugulu. Lot of medicines are there, but you have to take those medicines only under the guidance of a Ayurvedic physician. And now we will come to the important diet which we have to follow to reduce our cholesterol, and also whatever activities we have to avoid and we have to do. In order to reduce the blood cholesterol level, you have to take more vegetables and food items which is rich in dietary fibers. Especially we know vegetables, take plenty of vegetables like beans, green grams, black grams and all. Green grams are very nice because it is a rich source of protein and dietary fibers, and also leafy vegetables are very useful. And you can take brown rice, which is very nutritious and also good to reduce body fat. Oats and also jowar, and you can take more fruits, plenty of fruits, very essential, because vitamin C is very essential for our vitamin C and all the proper function of vitamins. We need fruits. Take plenty of fruits. And also you have to be very keen in selecting the oils. That is very important point what I want to tell you, because the uses of oil is creating one of the main issue in this fat accumulation in our body. So use the oil wisely. I am not telling that you should not use oil. I am telling that you have to use the oil very wisely. The best oil in my clinical experience which I found is coconut oil. Fresh coconut oil, so that not packed one and all bottled ones, we can't believe how much genuine it will be. So you can take from the mill itself, you can collect the oil and keep store in your home and you can use it, but don't reheat it. So once when you take a coconut oil, you have to use it in a small quantity according to your requirement. Don't store that already heated oil, and again if you are going to heat it, definitely it converts to long chain fatty acid, which can increase the cholesterol levels within your bloodstream. So coconut oil is the best, and also you can use olive oil and vegetable oil. Already the point which you have to remember is don't heat any oils more, and also don't use more deep fried food items. Try to avoid maida products, bakery products, and also try to avoid this bottled drinks, that is high saturated sugar drinks you have to avoid. Do exercise regularly, especially in empty stomach. Exercise give you a miraculous change. You have to do. Drink plenty of boiled water or lukewarm stage you can drink, especially early morning when you get up. You have to take 2 glasses of water, lukewarm water, which is really helpful to clean the tract, oily stuffs from your tract. So you have to take minimum 2 to 2.5 liter, maximum 2 or 3 liters of water regularly. And these are few things which you have to follow in diet. And also the nuts. There will be a question that whether nuts will increase the cholesterol level. Almonds are best which you can use in this situation, because almonds are already medium chain fatty acid. It increases the HDL cholesterol. So you can have a handful of nuts which is combined, walnut, almonds and hazelnuts, all you can combine and have a handful of nuts regularly in order to keep your health active and also keep your cholesterol levels in a normal limit. So these are the informations regarding the diet. So these are informations which I want to give you about cholesterol. So if you felt this is a very useful video to you, please share this video, and also if you are not subscribed yet my channel, subscribe my channel for the further updates, and also we'll see with a new video next time.